guys ready?
What's the plan, Bobby?
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always winged it.
We're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy?
You ready?
Here we go.
What's good, y'all? Welcome into the OG NBA betting show. Got Babano and Wham Bam here with me today. Dutchy, he looked at this card. He said, "No fucking way."
Backward the whole card.
Yeah, that's all, the whole one. So he didn't want y'all just sit up here looking at him. So he'll be back tomorrow. Yesterday, another good day. I went 3-1 in the association, 4-1 overall. So I'm happy with that. The only loser I had was Cavs and Rockets over, and it's my fault for trusting them bum ass Cavs to do anything. I talked about how sorry they were. You can't trust the Cavs, man. I should have just bet the Rockets instead of dealing with that total. Wham Bam, you was in here when I was going at it with Dutchy. You know what I'm talking about. But what's good with you?
Nah, man, I'm feeling good, man. Shout out to my boy Dutch. Yeah, he took this one off, man. But you already know tomorrow back in good swing for him. Got a lot of tournament stuff to talk about, so we'll be right back at it tomorrow again. But today we got a cash to make. Black Thor up in here. I see everybody's actual handle, which is crazy now. Shout out to That's Bet. Shout out to He No Ball, which is actually could be something totally different. Shout out to Cashville Rican. Everybody up in here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all already know Vucevic, man. That definitely was nasty, dog. Definitely was nasty. Easy win right there with Vucevic, man. Shout out to it's Hefe. Relax, well. Hey, well, look, it say He No Ball though. You know, I know you Hefe. That's why I said I know y'all names is different. It's a little different right now. But shout out to y'all, man. We up in here, Dura up in here. You know the NBA is a hell of a drug. We gonna definitely bring y'all the fucking goods, man. Y'all looking at the plugs, bro. Let's get to it.
Man, Babano, it sounds like we had a good day around here. They said, first of all, shout out to Damo. He hit us with a $10 dono. We appreciate that. He said he parlayed the best bets from Skee, Babano, and Dutch and came out a winner. He said he would have added Conair, but didn't want to get greedy. Yeah, appreciate you 100%. Glad we could give y'all some winners out here, man. How you doing today, Babano?
Well, pretty good. Again, we had the Bulls on the money line on the last second shot. That helped too. That pushed the night into profit. It actually hinged on that Chicago-Portland game. But the game went over the total by half a point. I had 242 and a half. It landed on 243, 122, 121 Chicago. If not for that, I would have been slightly down. But a profitable night. We had Denver team total against New Orleans. That cashed. We had the Raptors was one of the better bets of the night for me. So we lost with what did we lose with? Golden State, Miami didn't go over, but that was a smaller bet. I was kind of worried about that. But overall, solid night, profitable night. And like I said, it's only a 4-game card, but there are a couple bets I like. So we'll talk about them.
If you really want to pay, my fault. I had an L. So shout out to bro for doing everything right on that one because he took out the loss and that was me, bro. Definitely shout out to you because you couldn't parlay that -4.5 wherever the fuck it was for Denver. We know what happened. Eric Gordon got ruled out. Shit like that's gonna happen. It is what it is. I ain't mad at it. But yeah, if you've been fading those first quarter picks, some of those first quarter picks, PM, you right. They've been lost. If you like one today, I'm gonna give you one today, bro. I ain't bet it either, but motherfucker might lose. You're right. You might be right.
Man, I'm gonna be real. I didn't even watch the end of that Bulls game. I left because I was like, I didn't have no more action on that Bulls game, and that Bulls game started so late. I was already like, I'm out of here, and they were up by like 12, so it ended up being a close game.
Nah. I had a first quarter.
Just the total. Just the total mattered.
Yeah. But okay, I mean, shout out to the people though. We not hiding from shit. We come here every day, y'all. Come on.
No. Babano just said it was a half-point game, so he's talking about just the total.
Yeah. And then Chicago, a last-second shot that cashed the Bulls money line and the over for me. Both needed that shot to go down. So what a way to end the night there. Whew.
Okay, good. All right, let's get to it today, man. Nice board piece. We'll start with the Clippers and Orlando. Open -4.5, moves to 5.5. Total came down from 219.5 to as low as 218. And let me just hit refresh again because you know how these injury reports get. Now, still just Paolo and Mo Wagner out for the Clippers. Derrick Jones Jr. out. Kawhi out. Miller out. These Clippers, man. I mean, they've covered the past couple when they're catching points like this, but still, it's hard to trust this Clippers team. At the same time, I don't view the Magic as a team I want to lay with right now like this. So I'll go to Zoo over 10.5 rebounds. He's hit that 9 of his last 10 games. And Orlando, it's not going to be too many long misses. I don't think they take too many threes. So I just think it'll be a lot more, close to the rim, just fall in his lap type rebounds. I like Zubac over tonight. Wham Bam, what does that sound like to you? How you viewing this one?
I like this total under. I know it hasn't really moved too much. 219.5 is what I got in this game. I thought this is a perfect spot for the teams to try to kind of slow the tempo here. We know this is this totally different spread right now for this type of Magic team. They've been playing a little bit better offensively, but still no Paolo. You still got to trust a certain type of players here. And I think that this is a Clippers team, missing the guys that they're missing. They're going to be on that same type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's a historical reasoning as well. It was a historical reasoning as well. I think it hit 5 straight times as well within the matchups here. So I think that this is a good situation for it. And I like this under here. I know normally just some totals don't normally pop out to me here, but I thought that these two matchups and just the situation at hand right now, I think the under is a good look right here. So I did take the under 219.5. But as far as Zubac, I love Zubac all the way around, bro. I think Zubac, yeah, man. I shout out to Zubac. I definitely think Zubac could definitely do what he want to do against Wendell Carter tonight and get his boards there. You said it's what's the number you get?
10.5.
Yeah. Nah, shout out to it ain't hard at all for that. I like that too, bro. So I like the under though, so it correlates right there with that too. So under 219.5, that's what I got.
Cabano, I say you can't lay points with the Magic. Do you feel that way?
I've got them parlayed. There's two sides I like, and I decided I don't know if I want to lay points with them, but I do think they win the game, and Orlando's one of them. I have Orlando in a 2-team money line parlay with another team that we're going to talk about in just a bit. But I do like them to win the game. I didn't feel totally comfortable about laying it, the 5.5, but I do think they win the game. They're playing better. They're 5-2 ATS their last 7. They're starting to play better defensively, even without Banchero. To be able to beat Golden State the other night, that was a pretty good win for the Orlando Magic. And this Clippers team just continues to be just beaten up with injuries. Obviously, no Kawhi still, no Bradley Beal. And it just continues to just have a laundry list of injuries for this group right now, struggling. They've been a bad point spread team. They're still only 4-10 against the number this year. But I do get the feeling it could be a close game because I got burned laying the points against the Clippers when I took, I think it was Boston over the weekend, where Boston won, but the Clippers covered. And you can look back at the next game the Clippers played, same thing. Clippers lost, but they covered. So that's kind of why I prefer Orlando in a money line parlay here tonight. I like them to win. Don't have to worry about laying the points with them. So I've got Orlando with another team that we're going to talk about as a 2-team money line parlay. And I don't disagree with Wham's under. It does feel like it could be lower scoring. Again, the Magic, if you look at their recent games, starting to play a little bit better defensively. And this Clippers team, unless James Harden is going to, he probably will shoot a ton of shots because of all the injuries. But like I said, they're kind of lacking some secondary and support options offensively right now.
All right, some people in the chat looking at Bane over his props, maybe threes or points. I can understand. I'm just gonna rock with the one for myself. Next game, Hawks and Spurs. This one opened up Spurs minus 1.5. It looks like Spurs -1. So not a whole lot of movement right now. For the total though, it did go up from 230.5 as high as 233.5. And we look at the Spurs, we know they're without Castle, Harper, Wemby, McLaughlin. For the Hawks, we all know Trae Young is still out. But Risache and Porzingis, both questionable tonight. I'm one to think that they both play. And if you have them in, I feel like the Hawks have proven, without Trae Young, they're playing good basketball. And they'll be playing better basketball. They'll be a better team in my eyes than the Spurs, missing all three of those key guys that they're missing tonight. I don't think De'Aaron Fox is enough. I like the Hawks in this matchup. So I'm going to Babano. I'm not going to ask for the bird call today, but can you endorse the Hawks?
Yeah, they might win. It wouldn't totally shock me. I don't fully trust them though. I mean, Detroit. That was a very Detroit's playing great, no question about it. But Hawks, kind of a step backward there, losing that game. They've been great on the road, so there shouldn't be many concerns about backing them on the road. They're 5-1 straight up and against the spread in their last 6 road games. You could argue and punch holes in who they played. Obviously, they lost to Cleveland and all the other teams they beat: Pacers, Clippers, Kings, Jazz, Suns. Kind of weaker teams. I don't know. San Antonio is a team, even with the injuries, they were able to. Memphis has got issues, obviously, but they played very well. These first couple of games with all these key players, too, that have been out of the lineup for the Spurs. So it ended up being a pass for me in the end. I think Atlanta, off the loss on the road where they've played well, absolutely could win this game. But I've been very, very impartial to the Spurs. I really like them. I've liked them from the beginning. Don't feel comfortable betting against them, but I wouldn't talk anyone off the Hawks. Look, just not for me.
Yeah, a lot of people in the chat like in Jalen Johnson tonight. I can't talk you off. And shout out to my guy Razor in the building. Good to see you out there, Razor. Wham Bam, how you feeling about Hawks and Spurs?
I actually like this game. This game is one of the first game that when they said when does he have a first quarter? Yeah, I think I like the Hawks trifecta here. I think they win this game all the way through. AT Aliens, I seen someone put in the chat. Shout out to our guy Razor. Yeah, without Trae Young, who cares? They don't really care too much. The best bet for me in this game is gonna be Dyson Daniels, though, over rebounds. We gave that out last time, over 5.5. Cash pretty simply. 9 rebounds what he had. I think he had 6 rebounds in the first quarter or in the first half. He had cashed in the first half last game. So I going back to the well with that 5.5 again, minus 130. So Dyson Daniels over rebounds. I think that is the best bet, but I do like the trifecta here. Haven't took the first quarter yet. Took the full game with the Hawks. Haven't took the first quarter or the full first half yet. So that's the way I'm looking. That I haven't added yet, but I like the Hawks here. I think that. Yeah, I don't like De'Aaron Fox on this damn team, bro. I don't like Fox on this team, bro. I don't like that Wemby's going. I think their defense is going to take such a setback, bro. It's going to show within the next few games. It's not going to show immediately because they still play effort. They still have effort every night, you know what I'm saying? But they're going to show for sure because he was just doing so much for him around the rim. It's only fucking right. So I like the Hawks in all that matters. Dyson Daniels over 5.5 rebounds. My favorite player in this game, though.
Yeah, I can see betting on him. Rebounds, assists, whatever you want to bet with him. This one right here, this is not true. He has not been listed out. So I'm gonna just take note of his name, man. We don't do the fake injury reporting here, man. We put real money on these games. All right. Next game up, Kings and Grizz. And this one open -2 for the Grizzlies, up as high as -3.5. There are some threes still out there. Total kind of right where it opened at 234.5 right now. Sabonis has been listed out for the Grizzlies. Looks like Jaren Jackson Jr. is doubtful. No Clark, Jerome, Morant, Pippen, or Small for this Grizzlies team. All right. I took over in this game, and I didn't get the best of the number, but I still think, I think this game can reach 240. I know these are two teams that have been struggling to score, but these are also two defenses everybody has been abusing. Like, if you're going to score, it's going to be versus these two defenses right here. And the Kings on a back-to-back, I don't think that makes it any worse. Both of their games on a back-to-back so far this year were over games. So I think that the Grizzlies should be able to score. Zach Edey should be able to get some second chance points, et cetera, et cetera. Get some points down there too. I think Sacramento will be able to score. I like over in this game, Babano.
Yeah, I'm with you on the total here. And this is the other parlay piece. I put Memphis with that Orlando money line parlay. I think there's a spot where Memphis got to have it here. I think there's a Sacramento team. What are they? 1-7 on the road this year. Look, these are two teams that are struggling, but 7 straight losses for Sacramento. They have just the one road win on the year. They're also on a back-to-back. Memphis has the rest advantage. I think Memphis does step up and win this game. I know these are two teams that are really struggling at the moment, and we know Memphis is still without John Morant, and also it looks like Jaren Jackson's doubtful. So like I said, their lineup is not exactly full strength, but I think it's their spot to step up and win. I have no interest or trust in Sacramento on the road on a back-to-back. So, yes, we ended up with Orlando and Memphis money line parlay, and I agree with you. I am on the over as well here, 234. Again, neither of these teams that I trust at the moment to get stops. And by the way, the price on that parlay, Orlando, Memphis, plus 142.
Yeah, man. Cedric Howard, last game, gave us that was the last bet I won. You know what I'm saying? And 19 points, 7 out of 15. And he necessarily wasn't really playing really well early on in the game. So a lot of that was late the great scratching. With the injuries, like Babano laid out clearly, there's a lot of injuries here. There's going to be a lot to be had. There's a lot to get here. So we had 15.5. It's only going up 1 point. I mean, normally that gives me signs of suspicion. I'm not going to lie. I follow the prop market a lot. It probably should be up like about 2 points. You know what I'm saying? But people don't know nothing about him. Maybe it's our turn to make him famous, man. We're going to go Cedric Howard over 16.5 points. I think you get paid with this one, man. I don't think I don't see no reason why you shouldn't get paid with this. So Cedric Howard over 16.5 points. That's the play I'm going to here. I agree. This is a clear stats accumulated spot. Whoever needs to make a contract, whoever needs to make some money, whoever needs a spot in the rotation, they trying to go off today. And that's for both sides of the ball. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Cedric Howard, that's where I'm going, 16.5 points.
Can't talk you off at all. I'm just over here looking at Edey, man. Edey's played a couple games. First game, he only had 7 rebounds. He did have to battle with Cleveland's bigs. He played San Antonio, had 11 rebounds. His rebound prop is 9.5 tonight. No Jaren Jackson out there. Should be some extra rebounds. I like Edey at 9.5 rebounds. Very appealing in this game for me. Anybody talk me off of that?
Hell no. I'm about to play it with you probably.
I think points and rebounds with Edey, both of them are good.
Points and rebounds?
I like both of those.
I didn't even look at the points and rebounds number, but yeah, I'm going to take a look at that after the show just so I don't hold the show up.
He looks real comfortable too. Like bonus, who's going up down there against?
Yeah, I think the Grizzlies will win too. Like Babano said, it's situational spot for them, and Kings just haven't been good. Let's see what my guy Razor says. Not a fan of today's NBA card, but I had to pop in and hit the like and share. Yeah. Appreciate that. Yeah, today is kind of dirty. That's why you don't see our guy Dutchy on the screen as well. But appreciate you, Razor. All right. Sixers Bucks, last game on the slate. This one opened up Sixers -1, still -1.5 out there. Total went from 229.5 down to 224. Embiid was questionable earlier, but he's been ruled out. No Oubre, no Bona. Maxey still looks like probable for the Bucks. Giannis, KPJ, and Prince are out. Harris is questionable. Sixers did just play it
in for the Sixers as well. Yep.
Yeah, he's in. And I like his rebounds at 3.5. Without Embiid out there, first without PG, Maxey was getting a lot of those rebounds, but PG had 7 the other night. His rebound prop is only like 3.5 tonight. That is appealing. And I was thinking about the Sixers, man, in general, just because I thought it was interesting for them to open up here as favorites, like on a back-to-back, on the road. Like that's how much there's no belief in the Bucks without Giannis from the books right now, I guess. And the Bucks usually always beat the Sixers. Maybe they play hard for this game, because they want to return the favor and then get back on track versus them. I wanted to get there with the Sixers. I thought Embiid was playing. I pumped the brakes. How you feeling about this one, Wham Bam?
Look, man, I'm definitely starting to believe around this time, y'all, when we had the option of betting these guys in the tournament and not in the tournament, we stay away from the Bucks until Darvin Ham Sandwich get in the tournament where he undefeated at. Like, we ain't touching nowhere near the Bucks at all. So I agree. This is a strong, so strong, in my opinion, the line opened them up as a favorite. I took the 76ers last night. It was one of the first bets I made. I actually, when I made it, I kind of start to regret. That bet that you kind of start to regret talking yourself in and out of. And I start to talk myself out of it. But I start to tell myself everything about it because without Giannis, this team really, really is on a bad turn. They're one of the highest in cap. You know what I'm saying? They're getting rid of players because of cap. They still have a high cap. They can't really get nobody, and they have a disgruntled superstar who is clearly healthy. He's clearly healthy. He's nothing wrong with it. We haven't seen nothing wrong with Giannis that started this year. There's nothing wrong with bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think this number is trying to tell us to stay away from like going too crazy on the damn 76ers. You know what I'm saying? Because if they put it like around 3 on the road, we be all on the damn. Everybody probably be all on the damn 76ers here. So this is a way if I think the books are trying to manage some type of face here, trying to get people to like this Milwaukee team, I guess. I don't see it at all with this. I mean, unless we get another Ryan Rollins day where he goes fucking, 6 for 6 beyond the arc or some crazy shit like that. That's the only way I see these teams starting to lock in off the back-to-back as well is the reason why I really locked it in last night. Like you said, it just showed me the I know where the books want to go here. And I think this is just you got to just be common sense here. 1 + 1 = 2, Skee. I think the Sixers going to blow these boys the fuck out, especially with the boy, some of these boys coming back. I think that's going to help them out here. So you said there's for sure no Embiid in tonight. I thought Embiid had a chance.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah,
okay.
He's out. Yep.
So hey, no problem. That's it. That's even better. I wish Bono was playing though. I'm not gonna lie. They definitely need some type of activity around the rim with bruh. So that's one of the things I will say is in the best case there. But I got the Sixers money line here in this game. I'm not regretting it at all.
How you feel, Bavano?
Very, very tough. Very, very tough game because I think Philly's the better team right now. I want to take Philly off a loss like the one they suffered last night in a tough, hard-fought game against Toronto. But it is a rest advantage, a big one for Milwaukee. 2 days, and this tomfuckery, I like to say, sometimes in the NBA when, no Giannis, you would think Milwaukee's in trouble. And that's oftentimes when teams rise up and win games that maybe people don't expect them to. Milwaukee's also won 8 straight versus Philadelphia. They've owned this series. Like everything tells me I should want Philadelphia here, but I'm a little leery of taking them. I am. So I'm going to end up probably staying off. I leaned over just because 4 straight overs between these teams, but Philly's on a 5-game under run. Milwaukee's offense has really gone down whenever Giannis hasn't played. So I think those factors are going to keep me off the total. And what I mentioned about the side, like I said, it's Philly or pass, but rest disadvantage for Philly. Maybe a step-up effort for the Bucks at home without Giannis now. That does concern me here a little bit in this game. And to be honest with you, I'm not enamored with backing the Sixers with Paul George back. I don't think he's a needle mover at this stage of his career, not in my opinion anyway. So like I said, I don't know if I like that chemistry on the court nearly as much for the Sixers now with him back. So there's enough to keep me off the Sixers. Lean Sixers, but I didn't bet it.
Yeah,
I agree with that, though.
We're in the same boat there, Babano.
Yep.
All right. Gonna move it on over to best bets. Wham Bam. That means you first up. If I can find it. There we go. Let the people know how we can get paid today.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the one we already had. We spoke on it a little earlier here. Cedric Howard. Points total going up and down, up and down. They brought it up to 15.5, which was highest it was been in a month. In the game where he had 19 points, it's at the highest it's been all year. All these guys are out. 16.5. I expect him to get the usage, the amount of touches. Cedric Howard once more. Memphis Grizzlies over 16.5 points. Get money.
Labano, how can the people get to the window?
Yeah, we'll go with, look, by default, Slim Pickens, and I don't want to give a parlay out as a best bet, but I made 2 bets. That parlay with Sacramento, Memphis, Memphis and Orlando, moneyline parlay, plus 142. But for best bet, the only other bet I made, side or total, was that over in Sacramento, Memphis, over 234. So that is what I will go with for best bet. Sacramento and Memphis are still top 10, 9th and 10th, respectively, in possessions per game and pace in the NBA. So I expect plenty of points. And like I said, neither team has been very good defensively of late. So Sacramento, Memphis over 234 for best bet.
I like it. For myself, I will go with the Hawks on the money line. Hey man, we're not going down the Hawks because they lost to the OKC of the East, the Detroit Pistons. The Hawks been playing good basketball. They won 5 straight before that. They've proven they can win without Trey. They're, I think, 7-2, something like that on the road. This is the Hawks team you can trust. And I'm expecting Porzingis to be out there. I'm expecting Reece Sachet to be out there. When they're healthy like that, you know, they're a lot better than the Spurs minus Wemby, Castle, and Harper. So Hawks are the better team. They'll get it done on the road with the W. Appreciate y'all, everybody out there in the chat. Yeah, I got to produce this and do all this too, but shout out to the real ones in the chat. What my guys say. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting them motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.
You guys ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
You're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy?
You ready?
Here we go.